Okay, so welcome to Live Life to the Fullest.tv. And under this 101 BounceSG, we have been trying to catch up with Mervin Yeo. I know him for a while, and that's where I want to take this opportunity really to share his work with all of you. And if you have been following us, you should know where we are getting at, right? So do remember to support him by getting a copy of his work, his book. In fact, right in front of us, we got this free. So again, do not forget, all right, support him and support us. And so that for you, your weekend can be inspired, but more importantly, we hope that we can help you to live life to the fullest. Now, today, what we're going to do is that we're going to continue with this conversation with Mervin, and that is his work. Now, previously, we're talking about his book. Hey, but of course, he has gone beyond just books, because you know book can be theoretical, although having said that, we know that this book or these books contain really a lot of life experiences. But having said that, we want to talk a bit about what kind of impact that he has done. So with that, let us take this opportunity and to really get him to share about his Introverts Network Asia. What is it about? I guess in general, he's using this as a platform to really champion for introverts. Well, does that intrigue you? Does that interest you? So, of course, we hope that you will jump at it and then to really join his network. But nevertheless, let's take this opportunity and find out from him what this Network Asia is all about. Okay, so Mervin, back to you.
Thanks, Roland. So this Introverts Network Asia also had a funny story, someone asked me when I was running a business network for many years, and he was teasing me. He said, "Hey, you're an introvert, right? Why that time you help the small business owners and entrepreneurs? Maybe you help the introverts." He was mocking me. 2 days later, I started the group because I realized that he's right. I'm an introvert, and then I didn't realize that there were many introverts who had challenges in networking. And so I had to, I thought, okay, some of them hesitate to attend networking. Why don't I bring the network to them? So I started a community. At the peak, we hit more than 5,000 online. But it was a challenge to try and get them from the different platforms. So now I've gathered them in Facebook. So we have about 1,000 plus now. So some of them are finding their way. I want them to come home. This is where we interact. And so this place is really for them to connect with each other, learn from each other, share knowledge, and of course, because my background is business networking, we run a lot of business network meetups also, events, so that those in business can network with other introverts. The thing I want to tell them, and some of them have graduated, right? You were uncomfortable, you came here, you were comfortable, you learned and you got encouragement from each other, and then you go out there and started networking. We are very happy for you. To me, you have graduated, right? So you went through the process. So there are two things that's happened here. One is the community, we interact with each other. The other is we give them the how to network, how to prepare, how to come. And so we've got a lot of testimonials to say that this is like a safe zone for introverts. I wasn't comfortable at the start, Then I realized, hey, I wanted a safe zone also. When I go to networking, I find who to meet, and I hide in one corner before I start relating. And I'm an experienced networker, and yet I had the challenge. So this is really a community for them.
Okay, so I hope that Mervin has sort of given you a very good idea of what this community is all about. And we hope that this one will resonate with you. I think what's more important is that, have you finally found something like a gold mine where you really can come? Of course, we're not talking about just building wealth. I think what's more important is that we come together and support each other. And I think with that support, that's where you continue to learn. So in other words, in this case, you can go beyond the books that previously, of course, Mervin was sharing about. So of course, with the books, now with the community, and that's where that will actually give you an opportunity to apply. Okay, so really very thankful for Mervin for providing that kind of environment. So are you going for it? All right, so do not hesitate, really. We will be most welcome, and I believe he will be most welcome to have you to come on board. So again, do follow us, and not forgetting that I'm hoping that later on we will have something complimentary for you, but let's see how this conversation goes. But nevertheless, all right, can you see our QR code? So with this QR code or the link below, really join us because we would like to have you to come on board, and in fact really to support Mervin by getting a copy, and then of course take this opportunity to find out more from him what his community or network is all about. All right, but having said that, I'm still not finished with Mervin. All right, so with that, right, Uncle Roland, all right, and Mervin will be coming back, so do stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about. Now, Uncle Roland is back with Mervin Yeo, and if you have been following our videos, then that's where you know that it's more than meets the eye. Of course, firstly, we have talked about him, and then after that, we talk about his books, and then we talk about his network. Then what's next? Of course, we're going to take this opportunity to really go deeper to what Mervin has gone beyond even talking about the network. And that's where he actually got this, what we call the Quiet Impact Asia. And well, actually it was being launched in 2019. And then really, what is this Quiet Impact Asia is all about? What I know is that it is an academy. Oops, so in other words, right, from actually building a community and network, he has gone into training. Okay, so with that, let us find out more what is this Quiet Impact Asia all about. So over to you, Mervin.
Yep. So I started INA Introverts Network Asia in 2013. So next week is our 9th birthday actually, 9th anniversary, yeah, that's right. So I realized that some introverts, especially the business people, and of course those in corporate sectors, they wanted some know-how. And so I worked with a couple of other coaches, very experienced coaches, almost 2 decades, in a variety of very diverse backgrounds, from sales to executive management, and then they are certified coaches as well. So my specialty is in networking, but they can do other things as well. So we collaborate again, and we decided to offer programs, coaching programs and workshops and what have you, for individuals as well as for companies. And so this, I was thinking that this will be a school. Of course, when I started it, it was targeted at introverts. But recently I realized from feedback, some people have a negative feeling when you say, oh, introvert, I don't want to be associated. And so they avoid us. So we decided to open it up and say, okay, we are going to talk about personality. Yeah, and so within personality, I just revamped the website. We focus on introverts. We have a specialty, right? Because the coaches are all introverts, but we can handle extroverts as well. So you come into the school, come for the class, and then if you need special coaching, we know what to do. And so we create an environment. So it's very sensitively facilitated because we understand what goes on in the mind of the introverts. So we're reaching out to schools. We've already done workshop there and doing some consultation with some companies. And I'm hoping that, now restriction lifted, I get to travel again because they are waiting for me to go to some of these countries. They're not satisfied. They want to see me there. So once I start traveling, I'll start bringing in my coaches as well. So initial will be consulting, and then we'll do the training, and then depending on their need, we'll do some coaching. Yes. One-on-one group coaching for managers, for executives. So this is quite exciting, and I'm very happy to have 2 other coaches with me on this.
Very good. All right, so how is that for you? Right, knowing that there's an opportunity really for you to really able to develop as a successful introvert. But of course, having said that, I think he really angled it very well, so that it's really meant for whoever, whatever personality that you are, and then from there, let's see how you want to develop yourself professionally. So really hope that you find this exciting, and then whether you want to be part of his training or not, hey, you have an opportunity to really think about it. All right. But of course, it'll be great if you, for a start, if you're still new to this, and especially if you are still struggling as an introvert, hey, let Uncle Roland remind you, you can start with his books. Understand or not? So start with his books, and of course, join his community. And if you find that, hey, you like what you are seeing or what you are experiencing, maybe it's time to really upgrade yourself professionally and come aboard as part of this community. So really very excited, in fact, to really know Mervin, and then from there I have also learned so much from him. And I'm really very glad that I'm overwhelmed. And I think there's something also I can learn from him. Hey, by the way, what do you think is my personality? Do you think I'm an extrovert, or do you think I'm an introvert? That's very interesting. I'm not sure whether I would ask Mervin, but I just want to keep you in suspense, because if you have been following my videos, if you have been watching what I've been doing, make a guess. Am I an introvert or am I an extrovert? Okay, but having said that, again, I'm not finished with Mervin. There's still some more to go. All right, so with that, Uncle Roland and Mervin will be back, so stay tuned.